But first, LA's mayor admitting to an affair with a beautiful TV journalist, and now it seems like she's the one paying the price. Telemundo's Martha Salinas has been pulled off the air. The network is investigating whether or not she violated journalistic ethics. It does appear she was involved with Antonio Villaraigosa while she was covering him on the political beat. We're joined by Bob Steele. He is an expert in journalistic ethics with the Poynter Institute. All right, and you know what? I apologize. We do not have him, but we do have our A-list panel. It's always so handy to have you guys seated here, you know?
Anytime a guest goes down.
I'm sorry, my bad. Okay, well, with this story, now, Greg, I mean, you think that if you were covering somebody you were having an affair with, you would recuse yourself. Now, her camp seems to say, yeah, well, she did that. The bosses wouldn't listen. But the timing is the key here, exactly when it all started and when she went to them and said, I don't want to cover him anymore.
Yes, let's be clear, though. I mean, reporters have been dating sources since there were reporters and sources. I mean, it happens a lot. The question I have, though, was she doing original journalism on her own about the mayor? Right. Or was she just reading from a teleprompter? There have been various descriptions of the role. Now, we're here in New York. You know, I don't watch Telemundo, even though they have the best-looking women on television. Next to Fox. Next to Fox. I mean, they are extraordinary. You've got to give me that. But was she doing real journalism, covering him on a daily basis? That's a bad thing if she didn't disclose it. And if she was reading from a teleprompter, maybe that's a little bit more forgivable.
Right, that's the interesting thing. I mean, you know, totally different case. You're going to think I'm crazy for bringing this up, but the Dan Rather thing and that whole scandal, the big question always seems to be how much actual investigative reporting is that person doing? If she's anchoring the 6 o'clock news, that's a whole different thing, right?
I mean, and the bottom line is an investigation needs to be done because her integrity and her credibility, that's everything for a journalist. And if that's been compromised, her career is really at stake here.
Don't forget great hair.
Yeah, wait,
great hair.
Yeah, wait a second. Why is it that everybody's focusing on her? What about the mayor? He's the one who's in the public eye. He's the public official. He has a duty. He has a duty not to spend public money on his private affairs. And supposedly he was advocating for this reporter's mother who was in a hospital getting treatment. Why isn't anybody focusing on him?
I mean, it's more damning of the mayor's conduct, but let's look at the journalistic integrity issue. On its face, it appears to be a terrible, terrible breach of the standards of the Society of Professional Journalists and all these other standards about avoiding appearances of impropriety. But let's not throw Ms. Salinas down the stairs in a double standard. I agree with what Mr. Kelly has said, that there are instances where sources date reporters, reporters date sources. They go on to have very long relationships.
Yeah.
Very often, and most of the time, that is not revealed, that is not disclosed. Very often it involves male reporters. It doesn't happen.
Right.
Should there be a double standard for Ms. Salinas? That becomes the question here.
And what I wonder, too, is there some sort of a smoking gun somewhere, like a piece that she actually did original reporting on that sang his praises? You know, is there any sort of record of that? I mean, I would think that that's what they would try to investigate and try to get to the bottom of that. It's, you know, fluff pieces on the mayor that make him look great.
Sure. What did she know? When did she know it? And what was she saying about the mayor based on the information that she had? I mean, these are legitimate questions. Now, if she was just reading off a teleprompter, anchoring the news, I think she's going to keep her job. But if she were shaping the news in any way that was favorable to the mayor, she's in big trouble. And the mayor isn't, because he was elected. And this, as far as I know, is not against the law, having an extramarital affair.
No, but is using public funds against the law? If he's financing some of his private ventures?
We're talking fines. We're not talking impeachment. We're not talking recall.
No,
we're not
but I mean,
removal.
why is everybody just focusing on her?
Because the question is, do people deserve reporters who are upfront about their relationships and who they're seeing and how the news is given? Do they have hidden agendas that are not coming forward? So that it is a matter of some concern. But I agree with you that we need to look carefully at him and not throw her down the stairs because she is a woman and because she was caught in this person. This may be a tremendous love story. That's a great story, and they're going to go on for the next 40 years.
The bottom line is she should have told her bosses, and hopefully she did.
All right, we're going to have to wrap it up here.